Hello, my friends. Whew, I am sorry that it has been a minute. I feel like I am in just one of those seasons where something's got to give, and this podcast tends to be the thing that ends up on the back burner. And I honestly wasn't planning on recording today either, but I have had a really long, hard day, and I just needed to do something to focus on the good and to combat that a little bit. So hopefully these ramblings will be helpful and meaningful to you as well. I have the opportunity tonight to talk to the women in our church congregation about service. And I find anytime that I am been assigned a topic to speak on in any church function, it is not because I have expertise in that subject, but because I need humbling. I need to learn something about said subject. And tonight is no exception. So anyways, service, I feel like I'm just kind of in awe to this week about how the first two commandments that God gives us are one, to love him, and then two, to love our neighbor as ourselves. Like, he sets the tone so fast, right from the get-go, that if we want to return to him, and if we want to become like him, that this is how we do it. We do it by serving each other. And I have found that to be so true, especially the longer time goes on. Everybody has something that they are struggling with. I have a friend who has been climbing some major mountains, fighting some big battles over the last year, just really facing some difficult trials. And I look at her and I go, my problems are just so small compared to what you're going through, right? Like, I don't want to burden you with this because it's not as important, right? And I kind of got called out. She was like, that's not true. How you feel is important. It is a big deal. And even if the problems seem like they are smaller than mine, it doesn't matter. You know what it feels. You know what it is to struggle. And that has helped our connection, right? Like, it's helped there to be lack of judgment and love and support. The more that time goes on, and the more I think about this, the more I realize just how desperately we need each other. I know for myself, my natural tendencies are quite prideful. My natural tendencies as I give service is to logic my way out of it. Oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. They don't need that. They're not going to reciprocate, whatever the case may be. And it's so subtle, but it happens to the point where I kind of just forget about it and it doesn't happen. And then in the regards of receiving service, I find myself in seasons of transition, change, difficulty, what have you. In those hard moments, I kind of go, well, where is everybody, right? Like, why am I not receiving help? Because you hear these miraculous moments where somebody comes and does or says exactly the right thing in the right moment. I'm like, why can't that be my story? And I'm finding that that's really a prideful mindset to have. I've been humbled a little bit with that as well. It's easier to serve someone that you know. So if you are the one giving service to somebody, you're trying to help somebody, it's going to be easier for you to help them if you know them. You know what's going on in their lives. You know their needs. You know their interests. But I think that as we let go of our pride and our expectations and allow other people to serve us, that we need to be open as well. open our space, open up our lives and the goings on. I love how simple service is. We are the ones that make it complicated. And living where we live, I've been reminded time and again just how simple it can be to reach out and connect with somebody. I'm going to start getting emotional. I'm sorry. Once an episode, I swear. I've had people give cards and gifts every holiday to me or to members of my family. I have received treats, homemade and store-bought. I've had people give their excess, right? They found something on sale and brought it over. Before they donated something to Goodwill, they asked me if I needed it first. I've had people bring flowers cut from their garden. I've had people bring potted plants to have it last even longer. I've had people bring arts and crafts things and coloring books to kind of give my children something to do, to give me even but a moment of peace. I've had people watch my children so my husband and I could go to visit our church's temple. I've had people remember birthdays. I've had people... Oh, there's just so many things. And even when life is difficult and visits can't be arranged because life's just too crazy to schedule anything else, I've had people send texts and come sit next to me at church just to check in and make sure I'm doing okay. These are so incredibly simple and can be so easily overlooked, and I pray that I never do get to the point where I'm numb to that. I know I'm guilty of having those moments where I'm like, why is no one helping me? But when you sit back and really take the time, it's in all of these small little moments. And it's in me trying to create those moments as well for other people. We are so incredibly blessed to have the people around us that we do, and to have the opportunity to connect and serve with them. I hope that at some point this week you reach out and let somebody know what's going on in your life. Allow them an open door to serve you. I hope that you go out of your way to do something, even super small. Leave a little post-it note. Send a text. Just let somebody know that you're thinking about them. And that's it for now. Until next time, have the best week.